The morning sky was already covered with dark gray clouds as I packed my rooftop truck camper for a peaceful escape into the mountains. Wearing a cozy red hoodie, black shorts, and waterproof boots, I smiled as the first raindrops landed on my face. I had been waiting all week for this rainy camping trip. The road wound through a beautiful pine forest where the scent of wet earth filled the air. Rain slowly became heavier, tapping gently on my truck's windshield. Soft music played while I drove deeper into nature. After finding a quiet campsite beside a flowing river, I unfolded my rooftop camper despite the heavy rain. Setting everything up felt exciting. Soon I climbed inside my warm little shelter, where soft blankets and glowing fairy lights made everything feel magical. As the rain poured harder, I brewed a hot cup of coffee and watched the droplets race down the camper windows. The sound of rain mixed with birds singing in the distance created the perfect atmosphere. Later, I cooked creamy pasta on my camping stove, enjoying every warm bite while watching thick fog cover the forest. During the afternoon, I read a book, took photos of the rainy landscape, and listened to the relaxing sound of thunder. As evening arrived, I wrapped myself in a blanket and watched lightning flash across the mountains. Dinner was grilled chicken with vegetables, followed by hot chocolate. Before sleeping, I stepped outside for a few minutes. The cool rain touched my face, while the forest glowed under tiny lights from my truck. I climbed back into my rooftop camper, zipped the windows closed, and drifted asleep to the peaceful rhythm of heavy rain, grateful for another unforgettable camping adventure. A cool, rainy morning welcomed me as I loaded my rooftop truck camper for another adventure. My little golden puppy happily jumped into the passenger seat, wagging its tail with excitement. The drive through winding mountain roads became even more beautiful as heavy rain covered the landscape. Waterfalls appeared along rocky cliffs while clouds hugged the tall pine trees. After arriving at a peaceful campsite, I quickly opened the rooftop camper while my puppy explored the wet grass nearby. We both climbed inside just before the rain became even heavier. The camper felt warm and comfortable. I made fresh coffee for myself and prepared a small meal for my puppy. Together, we watched raindrops dance across the windows while soft instrumental music played. The afternoon was spent cooking spicy ramen, organizing the camper, reading a novel, and simply enjoying the peaceful sounds outside. Occasionally, my puppy curled beside me for a nap. As darkness arrived, I switched on warm LED lights inside the camper. The tiny space became incredibly cozy, and could grill steak and vegetables while rain continued falling without stopping. Later, I sat near the open camper door under the awning, enjoying cool, fresh air and the beautiful smell of rain-soaked trees. Before bed, my puppy settled beside my sleeping bag. Heavy rain echoed softly on the camper roof all night. Falling asleep beside my loyal companion surrounded by nature reminded me that happiness is often found in the simplest moments. Dark storm clouds filled the horizon before sunrise. Most people stayed home, but I packed my rooftop truck camper because rainy adventures always make the best memories. Wearing a waterproof yellow raincoat, I drove toward a remote mountain valley. Rain quickly turned into a powerful thunderstorm, but the beautiful scenery made every mile worthwhile. At the campsite, I carefully parked beside a peaceful lake. Wind shook the trees, while thunder echoed across the mountains. I quickly unfolded my rooftop camper before the storm became stronger. Inside, everything felt safe and dry. I changed into comfortable clothes, made hot chocolate, and watched lightning illuminate the sky through the camper windows. The afternoon became wonderfully relaxing. I cooked homemade soup, listened to calming rain sounds, edited travel photos, and watched mist slowly cover the lake. As evening arrived, the rain became even heavier. Tiny lines inside the camper created a peaceful atmosphere while the storm continued outside. Dinner was grilled salmon with buttered vegetables, followed by marshmallows toasted on a small camping stove. Before sleeping, I watched the storm slowly disappear into the distance. Stars briefly appeared between the clouds. The day had been full of rain, thunder, and unforgettable beauty. Safe inside my rooftop camper, I fell asleep smiling, already dreaming about my next rainy adventure. The forecast promised nonstop rain, making today perfect for a peaceful forest camping trip. I packed my rooftop truck camper with warm blankets, fresh food, and my favorite books. The forest welcomed me with cool mist and gentle rain. Every leaf sparkled as I slowly drove through winding woodland roads. I found a quiet campsite surrounded by tall cedar trees. After opening my rooftop camper, I decorated the inside with fairy lights, candles, and cozy pillows. Rain became heavier throughout the afternoon. I prepared fresh coffee and homemade sandwiches while enjoying the peaceful sounds of the forest. Later, I explored nearby trails wearing waterproof boots. Rain covered every flower with crystal clear droplets while tiny birds searched for shelter. Returning to the camper, I changed into warm clothes and prepared creamy mushroom soup. The warm meal felt perfect after walking in the cool rain. As darkness arrived, the forest became magical. Fireflies appeared while rain continued falling softly through the trees. Wrapped in a soft blanket, I watched movies on my tablet, enjoyed hot chocolate, and listened to gentle thunder in the distance. When bedtime finally came, I looked out through the camper window one last time. Rain continued falling beneath the moonlight. I closed my eyes, feeling completely relaxed, knowing nature always offers the most beautiful kind of peace. Heavy rain had already begun before sunrise, but nothing could stop today's luxury rooftop truck camper adventure. Dressed in a stylish waterproof jacket, I packed gourmet food, soft blankets, fresh flowers, and warm lighting to make my tiny camper feel like a luxury cabin. Driving through misty mountains felt magical. Rain covered the windshield while beautiful waterfalls flowed beside the road. After arriving at a quiet campsite overlooking a valley, I unfolded my spacious rooftop camper. Everything was organized perfectly, creating a cozy home above my truck. Inside, I prepared fresh cappuccino and buttery croissants while watching the heavy rain outside. Soft jazz music filled the tiny space. The afternoon passed peacefully as I decorated the camper, cooked creamy Alfredo pasta, journaled about my travels, and photographed the rainy scenery. As sunset disappeared behind thick clouds, I turned on warm fairy lights that transformed the camper into a glowing retreat. Dinner included grilled chicken, roasted vegetables, and warm chocolate cake. Every bite tasted even better while listening to rain falling on the rooftop. Before going to sleep, I stood outside beneath the awning, breathing in the fresh scent of rain and pine trees. Back inside my warm rooftop camper, wrapped beneath thick blankets, I listened to the endless rain until sleep gently carried me into another peaceful dream.